And now, Miss Dutton, repeat after me. I, Beth Dutton.
Yes, I do.
No, not yet.
I'll start with the newlyweds. They are freshly married, and now her father is the governor, and she's going to be his chief of staff. What kind of effect does that have on Rip and Beth?
I mean, we're still living under the same roof, and I'm there for her, she's there for me, and there's no separation. He's not around as much as he has in the past, so, Rip is kind of thrusted into responsibility and taking care of the ranch, and not only the bunkhouse, but also being a foreman of the ranch.
In the time jump that we've had, have Rip's feelings toward Carter changed at all in terms of, that's not our kid, never will be?
What?
Tell them.
Has his feelings changed? Not really. I mean, he's built from tough love. I mean, that's the way he was raised by John, and he's going to continue, to do that with Carter.
Get out of my truck. Get out of here.
There's some nice moments between the two of them when it comes to teaching and giving him, insight into what it's like to be not only a man, but also to be a part of the ranch and the pecking order and so on.
What did you see?
I saw the end of us.
Luke, how did you interpret the end of us line as the end of Casey and Monica or the end of the Duttons?
There's so many ways that you could interpret that. I asked Taylor about it, and he didn't want to give too much away. He kind of gave me enough to be able to say the line, right? But didn't want to tell me either. So I kind of came up with my own idea just for purposes of playing that line, but I have no idea. This season, you kind of get more clarity on it as it progresses.
I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. Please let me go.
Kelsey, Monica's been through so much with Casey and the Duttons. Do you think there is a real point break for her where she says, I literally will not be coming back this time?
No, I think that, when you first meet them, they really are, outcasts from the family, from both of their families, really. At the end of the day, they choose each other and they fight for each other.
You having a baby?
Yeah, we sure are, honey.
I knew those weren't naps you were taking. Ugh.
You see a really different Casey and Monica by the end of the season with a kind of whole new sense of purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's something that happens really early on that kind of, once again, puts us in a really difficult position. But you see them really come together in a way that they haven't before.
I, John Dutton, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the state of Montana.
John is governor this season. How does Rainwater see that? As a good thing for him and his people, or not so much?
It's very ambiguous because it's kind of the deconstruction of some alliances and plans that had already been set into place. Season 4, market equities, and not anticipating John being a policymaker and enter in the political field, which is going to be a very different power position of leverage for him. I know that his objective is for his own land, so I've got to reassess. I don't know quite how that's going to affect us. I know it's going to disappoint the tribe because there's 300 jobs that are going to be lost, and there was promises that Rainwater's made to the reservation, and those things are going to fall apart, which is going to make him vulnerable. We're going to have some internal conflict as a result of that, so more drama.
Well, speaking of internal conflict, Angela is back this season. And, if Rainwater's in at all a vulnerable position, she seems like she could be as big a threat to him as an ally.
There's some history there between Angela and Rainwater, and he was, a little hesitant to bring her in the first place, but she's got such a strong will.
There's own the land and there's lose the land. That's all you'll be judged by, not how you do it. Winners are never judged by how. They save that for the losers.
I think he feels like if he could just rein that in, he could utilize that. But she's a bit of a wild card, and he's experienced that before. And she could be an opportunist, She may want to become a little more militant than Rainwater's prepared for.
And she seems to oddly respect Mo more than she does Rainwater. Could you see Mo ever flipping on his boss?
Well, that just breaks my heart. I don't have that sense about Mo. Mo is a loyal individual, and he really adheres to, the value system of Indigenous people, that being of, love and compassion and understanding. And that's where the strength of the culture really comes from. And we're both on the same page. We understand the importance and connection to the land that we have. So that's why I feel so secure. for the time being, that we're on the same page in what we're trying to achieve.